Blue Skies and Rainbows. This song is one that is good for beginners. There's not a lot of interpretation, so it's easy for a beginner to pick up on the words. Looking at the vocabulary, blue, if you think of the letter B, and a lot of the letters is what I call shook letters, shaken letters, is just back and forth with that B, blue. Skies, you're going to open your hand and bring it around your head to show what's up above you, skies. Rainbows, if you open up your fingers and both hands, dominant hand coming from the non-dominant, filtering across the sky and back down to show that ribbon of color that are up there, rainbows. Sunbeams, if you take the S hand and it's a little twist of the S, and then the beams come out and down around on the ground. Sunbeams. From, both hands in the X position. I'm right-handed, that's my dominant hand. The X from the dominant hand comes away from the non-dominant hand. From. Heaven, you're going to start non-dominant on the bottom. It's going to roll up and then flatten out above your head. Heaven. What? You're going to strike from your thumb across to the opposite side of the palm with your dominant pointer finger. What? I or me, and you're just going to be pointing to yourself. I or me. See, look at the two hand, bring it away from your eye. It's placed on your cheekbone and comes out. See. When. Both pointer fingers, the dominant circles and then lands on the pointer finger. When. My is possession, open hand, and bring it back to yourself because it is yours. My. Lord, think of the royal ribbon that Miss America wears with the L coming from the non-dominant side down to the waist on the dominant side. Lord. Living. Think of the blood that flows through your body. Living with the L's coming up. Living. In. Pinch your dominant fingers together. You make a cup with your non-dominant hand and place it in the non-dominant hand. In. I know. And you're just going to touch your forehead, the knowledge area. I know. That. The Y hand, and you're going to place it out toward where you're designating the information. That. Jesus, think of the nail prints in the hands of Jesus. Center finger, dominant, touching the non-dominant, non-dominant, then touching the dominant palm. Jesus. Is well or good. Good things from the lips. Take the open hand, dominant hand, from your mouth out. Is well. Alive. And remember that living? Well, alive, just bring it up. Oh, he's alive. Make sure you bring it up with a little more force. Is alive and well or good. Today. Straight down with your cupped hands, straight down. Today. He, pointing up toward God. Now, we talked about me or I, but when it's God, we point up toward him. He makes, and that's kind of a double bump with the dominant on top of the non-dominant in the fist formation, S hands. It's like you're pounding, you're making something. Makes. his open hand up toward God, because possession is open-handed always. Mine, his. Make sure that you're pushing, like you're pushing objects toward God. His. Home. Pinched hand, dominant, toward the mouth and then toward the ear. Home. My, we talked about that with the open hand. Heart. Center finger touching just your heart area. Heart. Nevermore is one side. Bring it into a C formation away from yourself and then throw it away. It's like you're starting to bring it in a full circle and then throw it away. Nevermore. All alone or alone, and you're just a little twist of that one hand. That finger is alone, all alone. Sense. Now, sense is from the past, and behind you is in the past. Both pointer fingers at your shoulder, bringing it down, going out toward the future. Out there's the future, here is now, there's the past. Sense. Promise. Pointer finger against your lips and put your hand on the Bible, and like you're saying, I pledge allegiance, or you put your hand on the Bible to swear something is correct. Promise. We, from your dominant side, pointer finger is going to circle like other people and yourself, ending on the non-dominant shoulder. We. Part, it's like you're going to put your fingers between two things and bring them apart. Part. Green, remember we talked about blue. Well, green is that G, and you just shake it. Grass, things that just kind of grow up little by little, and your dominant hand just forms those little blades of grass that come up out of the ground. Grass. Flowers. Oh, smell them. Pinched hand like you have a flower in your hand and you're smelling it. Flowers. All blooming, and you're going to put your fingertips together and let them come up into a bloom. Blooming. Springtime, and there you're going to see the word growth. It's like you see all the things coming up from the ground like you did grass, but have it come on up so that it is growing. Works. And again, you're going to, you did the make, but work is like you're pounding onto the back of your wrist area. Working. Master, think of the chevrons on the shoulders of a soldier. You open cup hand on that shoulder and then put a person ending on it. Anything that is a person, you draw like a person in front of you. Master. Live, and we've talked about living. All of those words are all the same. The L coming up your body. Each day, and there you're going to see them take it off the chin several times, and it's just with your dominant thumb. Tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, each day. 4, from the forehead, pointer finger. Take it and bring it out toward the future. 4. Tall. Take your dominant pointer finger up, the non-dominant palm toward the fingertips to show there's height there. Tall. Mountains, you're going to begin with the rock formation with your dominant hand on top of the non-dominant hand. Take them up to show the height of the ground going up. Mountains. The opposite of that now is to go down into deep. We did tall, now we're going to go deep. Deep. Valleys. You're starting on a flat land and then make that dip like you're going into the valley. Valley. Beauty. Take your hand around your face. It's like, whoa, do you see that? So it almost starts with a pinched formation. Open up, back to the pinched formation. It's a little shake of the hand. Surrounds or around, going around. Pinched, non-dominant hand, your pointer finger is going to go around them. Around or surrounds. Aware or to know. Get a hold of your head again. To know or aware. One, and you're just going to hold the one out there. Of, O-F. That's a word that we finger spell more often. Of. Who. Thumb on the chin and a wiggle of the pointer finger. Who. All. Your non-dominant hand is palm up. Your dominant hand goes all the way around, scraping everything up and laying it into the non-dominant hand. All. Blue skies and rainbows and sunbeams from heaven are what I can see. When my Lord is living in me, I know that Jesus is well and alive today. He makes his home in my heart. Nevermore will I be all alone, since he promised me that we never would part. Green grass and flowers all blooming in springtime are works of the Master. I live for each day. I know that Jesus is well and alive today. He makes his home in my heart. Nevermore will I be all alone, since he promised me that we never would part. Tall mountains, deep valley, the beauty that surrounds me all makes me aware of the one who made it all. I know that Jesus is well and alive today. He makes his home in my heart. Nevermore will I be all alone, since he promised me that we never would part.